Same over here. I don't wanna bed in the night. I'm sorry. 50 to the party. And you know me,
Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Bitch, I'm hella hated. I'm hella hated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Bitch, I'm hella hated. I'm hella hated. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Listen Doctor Radio, and I'm bringing you guys a brand new show today, and I am brought to you by YouTube, Anchor Radio, and Spotify, and you already know what this is. We are the Listen Doctor Radio.
What's good, ladies and chats? You already know what this is, man. This is the Listen Doctor Radio. Shout out to everybody in the building that's making your way in the building. I see you guys making your way slowly for surely in the building. I want to give a shout out to a couple of people. Today is Shout Out Tuesday, so you know what the shout out's going to first. But let's go ahead and get to my first shout out, and then we're gonna get to some more stuff. I'm going to give you guys a minute to get in the building. I see you guys still making your way into the building. So with that being said, I'm going to play one of these songs right quick. Hopefully by the time this song is over with, you guys have made your way into the building. I'm going to play one of my brother's songs right quick. Since I don't want to get copyrighted by playing anybody else's song, I'm going to play one of my brother's songs right quick. Let's go with COVID-19. By the time that one's over with, I should have everything up and running. You guys should be in the building, coming in the building, and let's have a good time. For the people who saying they can't get in on YouTube, you have to send me your link of your channel so I can put you on. You have to send me your link to your channel on YouTube so I can put you on. Send me the link to your channel, and I can put you on. COVID-19 by Cerula.
wanna grow low and see my daughter have some children. I don't wanna go, cause right now I'm on a mission. Just to step off in my section, you gon' really need permission. Never running those, they the fucking grow low and see that don't work. I'ma wear it out of fear. Hospital gloves on my hands, fly, yeah. I don't even go, I can chill with my peers. Take me on my line, I'll be drinking me a beer. Say it up to tech, I can dig it if for years. If you say it's down the street, then I'm looking out the rear. Oh no, let me get the fuck up out of here. If I had a bomb shelter, I would stay inside for years. Instead, I'm out just running lights off for my kids. I even spray myself down, that's just how it is. Yo, it's a pandemic, everybody beware. Oh no, that coronavirus really gotta go. I just had to get rid of all my old. It really hurt me, but I had to let them go. COVID-19, 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 nah, nah, nah. Lord, please, don't let coronavirus take me. No, no, no. Lord, please, don't let coronavirus take me. Hey, Govy, can you please stop lying to the public? All these people anxious, yo, y'all really on some fuck shit. Please keep your distance, I don't let nobody touch me. I don't understand why these niggas playing rugby. Last night I had a very vivid dream. Martial law, niggas looking for the scene. Rich can get it, this is not a pro thing. I even had to stop serving all the fiends. I just saw somebody drop dead in the streets. If you know you're sick, don't come around me. I heard a cough, thank God it's across the street. Timeline dead, everybody hiding. COVID-19, 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 nah, nah, nah. Lord, please, don't let coronavirus take me. No, no, no. Lord, please, don't let coronavirus take me. No, you can't take me. No, no. No, you can't take me. You can't take me. No, no. No, you can't take me. No, no.
Alright, man, that was COVID-19 by Cerulli. COVID-19 by Cerulli. The Great, you dig? That's my bro. You can go find his shit right now on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud. Coming soon to Bandcamp. Some coming soon to other companies around the world. It's on Apple Music as well. If you want to know the name of the song, it's COVID-19. And you can go find it right now on all those platforms. What's good, man? We got to get into our first shout out today. You know what we do on Shout Out Tuesday. Shout Out Tuesdays is like no other. It's no other, man. I do it on my show. The only person that do it. It's the version of the Donkey of the Day. It's what the Breakfast Club does on their show. And I do mine. It's called the Shout Out Tuesday. So I give a shout out to people I feel like who deserves it, who did a good job, who fucked up in the news, somebody who did something disrespectfully that I deem that was fucked up. I give you a shout out. And that shout out can mean anything. It can mean anything to you. It can mean positive. It can mean something negative. It's just what I see fit or what I say on my show. It's what I see fit. I give you a shout out. So with that being said, I have to give a shout out to my Saints. And before I say what I gotta say, because a lot of Saints fans won't come in and try to say some shit and make it out to be what it is. It ain't that. I root for both teams. I root for both teams that night because I am a Saints fan, but I was born and raised in Boston. I was born in Boston, raised in Louisiana, back and forth. I haven't been home to Boston in a long time, but I have family up there. And I've always been a Boston fan since I was a kid, since I can remember. So I have four teams in the NFL that I really love. Two of those teams play against the Saints a lot. and one of them being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and one of them being Green Bay, because that's home team, right? Two home teams, Saints and the Green Bay Packers. I went up with my heart, with my mind, and I picked Green Bay to win the game. With my heart, I picked the Saints to win the game, because I really thought the Saints was going to win. Shout out to Love Muffin in the building. Hello, hello. That's Wifey in the building. I really thought that the Saints was going to pull it out. But the game was terrible, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about it. The game was terrible. Drew Brees was terrible. The Saints act like they didn't have anybody else to fucking throw to when they had Emmanuel Sanders on the other motherfucking side. I don't know why you give this man this money and not let him do what the fuck he need to do. But that's here, no there. I don't get it. And I just want to show you guys what happened in this game. Drew Brees, man, played terrible. He played terrible. They were all over his ass. And he act like he couldn't throw the ball to nobody else other than Macari and the other guy. You target Emmanuel Sanders one time. A great fucking wide receiver like Emmanuel Sanders, you only give that man the ball one time. And a lot of people are calling for him to be benched. And I was not on that bandwagon for that, but I'm kind of getting on that bandwagon, because if he was any other quarterback, if he was a black quarterback, let's just be real. If he was a black quarterback, he would not have the job. I'm not about to fake the funk. I'm going to be honest with you guys. If he was a black quarterback playing the way he's playing, he would not have this job. The only reason he has his job, the only fucking reason he still has his job, and everybody know it, he know it, is because he's best friends with the coach. He has a culture in the city. He bought shit in the city. He gave money back to the city. He took a lot of pay cuts for players when they first got the Super Bowl. I give him credit. He's been a lifetime since he's been in New Orleans. He's been a fan of the city. He's been a person who gives back to the city. He has done a lot for my city. He really has. But he's been playing trash. Thank you. He's been playing like straight trash. These last couple of games, I don't know where the fuck he's been. I don't know. His first wide receiver, Michael Thomas, is out with an injury. He's not coming back maybe till next week. And a lot of people are saying if he loses game next week, he should be benched. For another quarterback who's not really that good, I don't know why the Saints didn't go out and draft a quarterback this year when they should have. When they knew we were losing Bridgewater to Carolina, they should have went out there and drafted another fucking quarterback, but they didn't. They waited. Carolina took Bridgewater, who sat on a bench for 2 years, waiting for a chance to get in. Drew Brees get hurt last year. He comes in, he takes over 4 or 5 games. He wins, go on a winning streak. Coach Sean Payton says, instead of giving this man the spot for the rest of the season, letting Bridge get healthy again and prepare to become the quarterback again for next year, he takes Bridgewater out, put Drew Brees back in. Drew Brees played 2 games. They start winning okay. They start winning. They lose a couple of games when he come back, and it seems like everything's going back normal, but he's really not. He's fully not fully recovered. Fast forward to this year, they don't draft a quarterback. They pick up a lot of people in the offseason. Emmanuel Sanders, one of them, a great receiver. They passed up on Michael and Antonio Brown. They didn't get him, but they did all these things for what? For Drew Brees to be your quarterback for the season and give you what he's been giving you? South Park, I don't think it's fair to the Saints. I don't think it's fair to the city of New Orleans. We paid you the money to play like a fucking superstar. Play like a superstar. And as a Saints fan, I'm really ticked the fuck off. I really am. But I want you guys to see these stupid ass plays that the Saints did in this game. Check them out. If you're right here, you can watch it right here. If you're over here, you can watch it right here. If you're on YouTube, man, please let me know, who did you go for? We're going to give you guys my predictions. Was I wrong? Was I right? Who won? Who won the poll? Did Cookie win the poll last week? Because she said a couple of teams was going to win. Did I win? We're going to go through that too. And then we're going to get into why we really here. And why we really here is the topic that's on the stream. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get to these plays, man. In these plays right here, man, this is some hard shit to watch. We're not going to watch the whole thing because it's like six minutes. We're going to give you a slip of it. That's how I started. The Saints.
Back at the 46-yard line. It's a loss of 15 as DeMario Davis and Crosby. It'll be officially 52 yards of the J.K. Scott hold. And the veteran Crosby puts up the first points.
Started with the Saints only giving up a field goal. It was really good. It's paused. It's paused on what? What is paused on? YouTube? Or here? Hello, hello, hello. Is it paused on YouTube or here? On YouTube or here?
To the game. Waiting, sir. The 30. 3 it is. Kamara. Good move left. Big space. Kamara on the run. It's a foot race with Kamara down the sideline. All the way to the 18-yard line. Clark, such a big factor inside. 2nd and 3. Breeze. Kamara out of the backfield. Alvin Kamara reaches out at the goal line. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd and 12. Saints brings 5. Rodgers escapes. Rodgers takes off. He's got the first down. He slides down inside the 20-yard line.
But I want y'all to see just now, that was the other quarterback for the other team. His name is Aaron Rodgers. He just ran about a 20 to 15-yard run to get out of the pocket because it was trying to rush him. That's something that Drew Brees does not know how to do. That's why a lot of people were saying, Saints, if you are watching this and you watch this on my replay, you need to draft a fucking mobile quarterback that can move around in the pocket. It is not that time no more. His time, Drew Brees and Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, those quarterbacks are dead. To people that sit in the pocket and just sit there and want to sit there, it's not that type of league no more. You have to be able to run the motherfucking ball. You have to be able to fucking run the ball. So that's what you need to do. You need to go out there and you need to draft a quarterback who can run the motherfucking ball for you, Saints. Because you can't do it alone. You cannot. And you cannot keep putting all this pressure on Drew Brees, who's 41 years old, to win the game. That cannot happen. It cannot.
Mason Crosby good for 52. Chris now to 33. And the Packers' first 2 drives ended up in field goals. Packers bring it 4. Breeze lost the football as he double punched. Saints get back on it. Kingsley Kiki came in.
You see how fast they coming in there? You see how fast they coming in there to get him? They come in there to get him really, really fast. He cannot get out the pocket because he's slow. He's 41 years old. Still trying to play a young man's game. Give it up, Breeze. Give it up, bro. Give it up, my nigga. Give it up. I love you to death, bro. Thank you for the Super Bowl. But your time is done, Breeze. Go off to sunset. Go coach your son's team. Go coach your children's team. And have a good fucking retirement in that big-ass house downtown in New Orleans. Uptown in New Orleans. Go have a good team. Go have a good time with you and your beautiful wife. Y'all go on vacations. Go live. Your time as a young man is over with, Breeze. It's done with. That's what people need to understand. When you get old, embrace that shit. I want to get old. I cannot wait till I get old. I want to embrace being old. I want to embrace people saying he got an attitude because he old right now. That's just who he is. He's set in his ways. I want that shit. I want that. I want to be able to say, get the fuck off my porch, you little kids. I want to be able to, I want to cuss a kid out. Because I'm old and I'm grumpy. I cannot wait to embrace that shit.
When Jordan Love was taken at
Look at this
26
play.
overall, the Packers took a quarterback from Utah State and not a receiver. From midfield looking for a shot, Rodgers sending it deep downfield, and Lazard brings it in. It's his first round.
Look how fucking he threw that ball. Aaron Rodgers threw the ball way down there. Drew Brees only throwing the ball 20 yards. That's it. 20 yards. You can't throw the ball no longer than that. You taking more time off the clock, bro. But let's go. Let's go, man.
Brown, take that. Doesn't matter what round I was taking. In his 12th year in the league. Number 5, Rodgers. Over the top with a touchdown for Lazard. The guy who got him down there gets it in the end zone. And the Packers take the lead. 3rd and 15. Let's see if this goes downfield. Breeze into Kamara into the backfield. Made a man miss, and Kamara is going to get there. Alvin Kamara. One of the reasons you don't have to go downfield when you have somebody who can do that. Had another extra point tonight, so he's perfect on 11. And make it 12. See, the announcers don't jinx the guys all the time. They're trying.
The game was very, very slow on the Saints' part. They did all that and they're not even scored. They got a field goal. But what I want you guys to notice is what they did on this play right here. What they did coming up. This is what sealed the game for the Saints. This is what sealed the game for the Saints. This is what they came in and they did not do good. They fucked up. They let the ball go. They let these boys come into their house and whoop their ass. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. When they had a shot to try to win, they did some shit that everybody in the league is already knowing of. They already know that they're going to do it. They did some shit. And they gave the ball to a great quarterback. In my eyes, he's a great runner quarterback, but he's not a full quarterback. They gave that man the ball, and he fumbled. He fumbled. People already was saying they were going to catch on to this shit. You can't keep doing this same play. People are going to catch on to it. They didn't listen. They didn't listen. They put him back there again. And he wound up fumbling the ball. How many times, Saints, are we going to keep watching our Saints go down the same path of not going anywhere? We can't keep making excuses and saying because the referees and the people in the stands and the lady around the corner, the people selling candy outside, we can't keep saying that. That's the reason why we ain't going anywhere. That's the reason why we ain't making it. We had too many excuses these years of why we haven't had a chance to make it anywhere. And I'm tired of it. As a Saints fan, I'm getting tired of it. Yes, we had a lot of much unfortunate shit that happened to the Saints. A lot of it. But a lot of it is self-inflicted. Because we do a lot of stupid shit. The last week before that, we had so many penalties on our team. It was egregious. Like they were playing a high school team. And that's sad, man. I'm trying to get to that play right quick. That's why I'm talking over it. I'm trying to get to that play. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think they caught it as a highlight play to be up there. Because it would be in here. I don't see it. I don't see it. Mine was up here. Shout out to the people that's making your way in the building. I see you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys for making your way into the building. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not up there. But it was a play where they gave the ball to their quarterback, Tyson Hill, and he fumbled the ball, giving the ball back to Green Bay. it was just a fucked up play, and it was very, very hard to watch as a Saints fan, and that's what caused us the game. But let's get to our picks of the games, of our predictions of the games, of where we, what I picked and what I said who was gonna win. I got my book right here of the picks that I said who was gonna win and who I didn't say was gonna win. So let's go ahead and get to my picks and see if mommy was right. Alright, this first game right here, Jacksonville. I didn't have a team. I didn't give a fuck who won in this game, but I did pick the Dolphins to win. I did pick Jacksonville to win, and Jacksonville lost the game. Miami did pick the Dolphins, so she got me on that one. And this next game, the Chicago Bears versus the Atlanta Falcons. I didn't give a fuck who won. I just wanted the Falcons to lose, and the Falcons did lose. The Chicago Bears won. I didn't vote in that one. Miami did. And the next one, the Rams and the Bills. I didn't give a fuck who won in this game. I really don't give a fuck. But the Bills won in this game, 35-32. In this game right here, I didn't give a fuck who won in this game. But the the Browns and the Washington football team, no longer the Redskins anymore, they lost by 14, 34-20. In this game, I really didn't give a fuck who won. You're going to hear that a lot. Really didn't give a fuck who won. This was a very close game. Tennessee came out on top. Tennessee Titans, 31-30. Very close game. Very good game. This game, the Raiders and the fucking Patriots. I did care who won in this game because the Raiders beat my team last week, the Saints. I was so happy that they lost against my dude Cam Newton. Cam Newton and the Patriots. They beat them boys by 16, ladies and gentlemen. 36-20. 36-20 by 16. They put an ass whooping on them boys. I was so happy. This game, I didn't really give a fuck who won. But the fucking 49ers beat the shit out of the New York Giants. 36-9. In this game, I did care who won. In this game, was a tie game. It was a good fucking game all around. Good game. The Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals, shout out to my girl Queenie, Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles had a tie overtime game. Nobody won it. It was a tie, 23-23. So that's a win and they caught them, but it's a tie. Nobody got the loss. So it was very, very good. Shout out to Daddy in the building. I don't say niggas full name when it's like that. I'm going to just say Daddy. Shout out to Daddy that came in the building. This game, I didn't give a fuck who really won, but it's a homeboy of mine, a friend of mine. Right? A friend of mine in the family. His team won. The Steelers versus the Texans. The Houston Texans, they beat them 28-14. Mommy said that the Texans was going to win, and then the Texans lost. I said that the Texans was going to win, and the Texans lost. We both were wrong. In this game, the Indianapolis Colts, Mommy picked the Colts to win by 5. I didn't pick either team to win. I just said that the Jets was going to lose. Lose. I didn't know who was going to win. I just thought it was going to be close. It was a very, very close game. This game I did pick to win, and I did pick the person who did win. I said that the Panthers will win the game versus the Chargers. And I said they were going to win by 5. And the score was 24-16. Right on the money. Right on the motherfucking money. In this one, the Lions, Detroit Lions versus the Arizona Cardinals. I did pick a person to win in this game. I said that the Cardinals were going to win, and they lost by 3. The Lions did win the game, 26-23. Shout out to my dude D Nitch, aka Hitman, in the building. Let's see. This next game, I did pick a winner in this one. I thought the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were losing this game. I thought the Buccaneers. No, I picked the Buccaneers to win. I'm sorry. I picked the Buccaneers to win this game because of Tom Brady. I thought that Tom Brady would go out there and win the game, and I thought he was going to win big. They won by 28-10. So they put up 18 points again. A 18-point win over the Broncos. In this next game, I did care who won. The Seahawks versus those Cowgirls, the Dallas Cowgirls. And in this game, the Seahawks won. Shout out to my brother Cerulli. Shout out to my brother Cerulli. His team won 38-31. In this game, the New Orleans Saints game, I did care who won. And I wanted my Saints to win. And I wanted the Green Bay Packers to win. I know that's kind of funny. I would have been happy with a tie. I really would have been. But the Green Bay Packers won the game 37-30. And I picked New Orleans to win the game 28-10. But New Orleans lost by 7. And I was really fucked up about that. In this game right here, the Chiefs versus the Raiders. Shout out to my girl April. That's her favorite team. April wanted the Raiders to win because that's her favorite team. I said the Raiders was going to win. I said the Raiders was going to win at 27-20. That it was going to be a very close game. It was not. They lost 34-20 by the Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs. That is all the scores and all the picks. We will do picks for this week's games coming up. That's going to be Friday on the Friday show. On the Friday show, that's going to be Friday. We're going to get our picks in for this week. I got a lot of picks to get to on that day, so you guys will be able to see that. The reason why I'm going to do it that late and I'm not going to do it early, because I got to make sure everybody's going to be able to play. And we got some breaking news out of coming in the NFL world. We got some breaking news. So that's why I want to make sure I can get my picks in, because we might not even have a game. So some things is happening right now in the world of football. The Vikings and the Tennessee Titans, both. The Vikings and the Tennessee Titans, both have players who are positive, came down positive with the coronavirus. Let's go ahead and listen to these experts talk about it, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it. They both have positive cases of coronavirus that took place in both franchises this weekend. Let's go ahead and see what they had to say about it, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on how I feel. Starting with why I feel like more players are going to get this fucking virus.
Bravery has a face.
But, I hate commercials. Well, how I feel like more people are going to get this virus. Yeah, Miami won. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, Miami did win. Miami did win. She has more picks than me. She has picked more picks to win the game than me. She won by 3 teams. She got me by 3 teams. It was close.
Tuesday morning, the Titans' COVID testing results turned up 3 new player positives and 5 new personnel positives. The Titans are suspending in-person club activities starting today, and likewise, the Vikings are going to do the same. Both clubs working closely with the NFL, the NFLPA, including infectious disease experts, to evaluate close contacts, perform additional testing, and monitor developments. All decisions will be made with health and safety as our primary consideration. We will continue to share updates as more information becomes available. That again is from the NFL and the NFLPA. Here now, Tom Pelissero and Mike Garofolo, hello gentlemen, who have been working the story all day long for us. There's a lot we know, there's a lot also we don't.
Alright, so what y'all just heard was 8 members of the Titans are positive with coronavirus. 2 teams to combine 3 players and 5 team personnel, meaning coaches, are positive of coronavirus. That don't mean the whole team got it. It just means 3 players out of both teams. So there's 2 people on one team, 1 person on the other team. 5 coaches together, 3 coaches on one team, 2 coaches on the other team. Of those 2 teams have the coronavirus, so they stop. They can't do any training. They can't go in their facility. They got to do virtual practice, and that's very hard. I don't know if you ever did that before. It is very fucking hard on a camera, on face-to-face, on a stream to do virtual fucking practicing, because you're not in the field. You're not on the field with that person. You don't know how that person's going to react, so it's really, really hard to do. So that's why I'm holding off my picks until Friday, because Friday we should have an answer if this game is going to take place. That's why I'm holding off my picks, because most likely I would have did my picks today. And this is why I feel like more people are going to get this. Shout out to them for breaking the news, man. Mark and Nick Blackshirt. They are the ones who broke the news story earlier on ESPN earlier today, and they talked about it. But I feel like more people are going to get this fucking virus, sadly to say, because of the shit that's happening in the world right now. A lot of people are being close around each other. Football is back. Basketball is back. A lot of things is taking place. And while we right here, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my motherfucking brother's team, my brother's team up there in LA, the Lakers, man. Lakers has made it to the finals. Shout out to you guys. I want to go ahead and give another shout out to the Miami Heat for beating my Boston Celtics. They went up there and they beat the Celtics, and now they are making it to the NBA Finals as well. So the next 2 teams, the last 2 teams to be in the NBA Finals this year is going to be the Lakers and the Miami Heat. So congratulations to those guys, man. Hopefully it's going to be a good playoff, a good finals. I'm calling it. I'm going to say LA wins. And I want Miami to win. It's been a while since Miami been there and won. But I want Miami to win. And that's kind of funny. LeBron James is playing against the team that he took to a lot of championships. He's playing on the team that he's now on, the Lakers. It's going to be funny. It's going to be really, really exciting. And I'm going to be there to watch it. So shout out to him. I want LeBron to win just so he can prove a lot of shit. But I don't like the Lakers. So I don't know. It's hard. I'm kind of conflicted. But let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the shout outs we got for today. And yeah, I'm sorry. I got one happy birthday shout out to my girl, Kelly Moore. Shout out to Kelly Moore on my Facebook page. She has turned 38 years old today. Looking very, very good in her 38 looking outfit that she have on. She is 38 years old today. She made 38, and she had a son. She had her son on the same day, and this same day, 18 years ago, and she had her son. So shout out to you as well, for that. And your son is doing really, really good. So that's it for that, man, for the sports. Now we're gonna get to why we are here, man. And this shit. Before we get to why we are here, let's go ahead and play the bills right quick. We got to pay the bills with the commercials. Let's get our first commercial in, and we'll be right back.
Wow, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Listen Doctor Radio, a.k.a. the Doc, one half of Relit Podcast on Anchor. And I'm telling you guys about Anchor right now. Anchor is a very good app where you can make and distribute your own podcast. Make it your own way, the way you want to make it, do whatever you want to do to it. And they have different tools like you can put it on different programs and different platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Google, and Amazon. You can put your podcast on there and make it the right way you want it to make. And you can also make a little bit of money while you're doing it. So go ahead into this Apple Store or your Google Store and download Anchor Radio. Do it right now.
Alright, let's go ahead and get to this next one.
good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Doc, one half of Relit Podcast, man. When you're trying to mess with that podcast, you're trying to get yourself right, man, go ahead and download the app, Spotify, where they have all the exclusive podcasts. I'm talking about us. I'm talking about Dr. Phil. I'm talking about Breakfast Club. I'm talking about Lip Service. I'm talking about whatever you want to talk about on the Joe Budden. Whatever you want to listen to, it is on the app. Download Spotify right on your Apple Store or Android. Go ahead and get it, man. You won't be unsatisfied, man. And you can go ahead and download it right now at the website at We Lit Podcast. Go ahead and download the app. Get it. Let's get it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for that. That was the commercial break. I gotta play the commercial break. That's how we get paid over here with this podcast. That's how we get paid through those commercial breaks. We gotta get those commercial breaks in any time that I can. I don't want to do it throughout the whole show. I try to get it in when I can. So let's go ahead and get to the show, man. Today's topic, man, is a very good topic. And it's a very good reason why I'm doing this topic. For the people that's in here who have hard feelings about when I say what I say sometimes about black women or about women, period, you might not want to take me literally on this. But this story is is crazy. Someone sent it to me. Tommy did it, and I guess the person figured if Tommy does it, you might do it too. She wanted to know, or I'm gonna do it, or give my takes on it. Tommy did it at first, and he gave his takes on it. If you guys would like to go see that, you can go to TommySotomayor.com and go check that out. But this one is my story, and this one is episode 389. We had episode 389. That's how many videos I have done, how many shows I have done. And the topic is why I blame Black America for the dooms of black young men. And I didn't even know I was going to have to talk about this individual, but it happened. And I had to talk about this individual later on in the show. But this is why I blame the black race and the black community for the dooms of black men. In this story, you're going to see a black mother. I'm going to describe it to you because you might not know by looking at it. I'm going to describe to you a black mother. I use that word loosely. Black mom talking to her son with the cops when her son ran the red light, did what the officer told him not to do, parking his driveway on the other side of the street, the wrong side of the street, where cars are coming down. She told him to park on this side. He didn't do that. He went and drove this way and parked on this side. Listen to what happened. And this is why I say I blame the black race, the black America. And this is why I blame black mothers for a lot of the men, the way men are raised. And I blame black women as well. You're going to see why. Let's go ahead and watch this video. Like I told you guys, it's about 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and skim through it, let you guys hear it. I'm not going to interrupt it at all. So you don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to interrupt it unless you guys would like me to commentate on something. If I see something I have to commentate on that I think that you need to hear or need to hear back, I'll go ahead and stop it and commentate on it. But let's go ahead and get to the video. It was sent to me by my girl on the ListenDoctorRadio.com. You can send me all kind of stuff, man, over there right now. You can send it to me. Miss Brown, aka my girl in the building, she's always in the building. She sent me this video. Let's go ahead and get it. You might have saw it, I don't know, but we're gonna get to it. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. Well, let's go. I warn you, it's loud, it's very, very ignorant, and I feel like this is why Black America males are failing. Let's go.
Do not pull over on the wrong side of the road.
That's the officer in her car talking to the guy who's driving on her speaker, on the outside of the speaker from her car, telling him do not park on the outside of the road, wrong side of the road. Alright, let's go.
Pull to your right. Lord. Pull your vehicle to the right side of the road. George, can I get a second?
George, can you talk to him?
Hey, get on down to the car.
What?
Don't get out of the car. Yes, please do.
Yeah, we are.
It's an officer safety
in
thing.
our driveway.
It's an officer safety thing, okay? So driver's license and insurance. Go ahead and close the door for me, please.
It's my son's safety. You got enough safety gear.
Okay.
You the one with the guns and stuff.
Well, I have no idea if you have guns and stuff too.
Oh,
So the reason I pulled you over, sir, is because you ran the stop sign back there, okay?
Sure. All right. Sorry before. They like to kill people, but not my son.
You heard what she said? Ain't nothing's happening drastically. The lady jumped out the car. She said license and registration. She gave it to her. She said, the reason why I stopped you, sir, because you went on the side, you passed the red light. The mama's talking bullshit and tells her son and says shit. Yeah, they like to kill people, not my son. Where's the killing? Nothing even happened for you to even say that, sweetheart. Let's go.
Ma'am, can you step up front, please?
No, this is my property.
You're actually on the sidewalk, so that's perfectly fine. So can you come on back here?
No, he cannot. No, he cannot. Give him his ticket. Give him the ticket.
So the mama is saying, the officer said, can you come back here with me? The mama saying, no, you cannot. No, you cannot. Made her son step on a property. Let's go.
You're on probation or parole or anything?
No, he's not.
I'm talking to him.
Are
you on
no,
probation
I'm
or parole?
answering for him. No, he's not. Give him his.
The lady asked, the officer asked him, are you on parole or probation or anything like that? The mom says, no, he's not. The officer said, I'm not talking to you, ma'am. I'm talking to him. I'm answering for him. Okay.
Ticket.
I can speak to him, ma'am.
No,
Are you on probation or parole?
Tell her you refuse to talk to her. Give her your ticket.
Okay, I need to know if you're on probation or
No,
parole.
you
That's
don't.
the only question.
You have the driver's
If
license.
he's on
Go to your
probation,
job
you
and
need to
work.
answer me if he's on probation
He's
or parole.
not. He's
I
not.
have
So you don't have to answer
I
you.
have the ability to identify him.
You have his driver's license. Skyway, don't get my phone. You have his ID. Go run it. You got.
Now, she was right. The mom was right. The mom was right when the mom said, you have his ID, you have his driver's license. If you want to know if he's on those types of things that you asked him about, we already told you he's not going to respond. Go to the car, and you got a computer in your car for a reason. You can type in there, find out if he's on there in milliseconds. Not even long. You ever been stopped by a cop before? It takes a couple of seconds. They fast with it. Come back real fast, right? I think their internet is faster than people internet in their house or in a library. Their internet is fast as fuck for some reason, right? Right? It's really fast. So all she had to do was go to the fucking computer that's in the car that you saw in the car and go da. But look what happens. The mom says, that's one point for the mom, right? The mom says, go grab my phone. Why are you grabbing a phone, Mom? This is why.
Got your phone on you? I'm recording right here. You're welcome to record.
No, we're gonna record. Hurry up. You have his ID. Go run it. He don't have to answer any questions. Give him his ticket.
He's your street team. I'm not with three table.
Not today, not my side.
Go inside, Skyler.
You could go give him his ticket. He's not answering any of your questions. Give him your ticket.
So now she goes live on Facebook. Because that's a split screen, you see. This is the officer recording from her chest camera. This is the officer who's in question right here to the right, or maybe to you guys left, who's talking to him. She's talking very calm at the moment. The mom gets on Facebook to record it. Why do I tell you guys all the time why mothers go on Facebook or people go on Facebook to record shit? It should be very simple. You guys watch me a long time. You've been watching me for a while. For attention. People like attention. It don't matter if it's negative attention or positive attention. It could be sympathy attention from somebody. We love attention, black folks. She wants to get her son famous. She wants to be the mom whose son died by the cops. She wants to be the mom of the son who was being harassed by the cops. So she can get a GoFundMe. She can get some fucking craze. Say their name. She can get her son's name on a t-shirt. That's why she's doing that. Because it was no reason for you to get your fucking camera. And she said, the officer did say, if you want a copy of my camera that's showing this whole thing, I will give you a copy. Right now. I can give you a copy after I'm done. No. She wanted to go get her phone. Just like if people around the world, and I'm not going to just say blacks, because I saw whites do this too. But what I did see whites do in a fight, blacks, when blacks see fights, we grab our phones out quick as fuck. We record it. We commentate. World star, get her ass, beat her ass. That's what we say as black folks. White folks see fights. You know what white folks do? They try to stop the fight. They try to say, man, look, we don't need all that. We don't need all that. Still getting cussed out by people who trying to not stop the fight. They just want to record it so they can put it on their bullshit ass fucking social media. White folks step in and say, no, ain't no fight going over here. That's what white folks do. But let's go.
Officer is right here harassing my son. She already has his driver's license, registration, and car insurance in her hand. She's asking if he's on parole or probation, and he has to answer her. He said, no, he's not on parole or probation. I said, go give him the ticket, and she will not. She's just standing there. What are you waiting for, ma'am?
I'm waiting for my partner, ma'am.
Facts. Facts, but false. He didn't say he wasn't on. She said he wasn't on. She needs to hear it from him, not you. You didn't get stopped.
What? For a traffic violation?
Traffic stops are one of the most dangerous things.
Okay, but you're making this dangerous. You're escalating it. Go give my son his ticket.
I will.
And we will take care of this in court. You will not be the judge and executioner on this property right here.
I'm on the side.
You will not. Go give my son his ticket. You have his ID. You can easily run his ID.
Shout out to the people that's making their way in the building. Shout out to Ruler. What up? In this case, man, like I told you guys, black folks want to be black mothers. Let's just call it what it is. Black mothers always want to be the center of attention. Prime example. You can get mad, you can get whatever, you can say what you want to say about it. I had a white friend of mine. My white friend, mom never, and dad never took credit for anything that their son did. My mom, when I became what I became, my mama wanted to take credit. When I became what I became in high school, my mom wanted to take credit. Now my adopted mom, my real mom, she wanted to take credit. My adopted mom, because she had a husband in her life, didn't take credit for shit I did. She didn't say, oh, he's that way because of me, he's that because of me, he's that because of me. No. In the black community, we love to try to make our mamas feel like they like just the shit. And that's what she's doing. She's trying to take credit and saying, my son won't be a victim of violence by you guys, not on my property. Not one time did the lady even say, I'm going to kill him or nothing. But watch it, y'all.
He's on probation or parole. Not this child.
You're correct.
Then go do your job. Why are you sitting there? Why are you holding on to your gun? Why?
My hand is not on my gun.
Your hand is on your gun.
Your hand is on your gun. Don't burn it.
I understand how violent you're being right now.
Have you been violent?
You're being verbally aggressive, yes.
No, I'm not being verbal.
See? The lady told her my hand is not on my gun. My hand is actually on my belt, holding the gun. Right? Because anybody can run past her that's from behind her and grab her gun. So you have to have your hand on your gun, on your belt, to not, somebody won't take it, right? Right? She said, look how verbally aggressive you being. She said, no, I'm not. Black women, I'm going to tell you white ladies, I'm going to tell you white people, that's normal to them. They don't know they being verbally aggressive. That's normal to them. That's very fucking normal. So when she said, no, I'm not, white lady, she's not, officer, because that's what she's used to, officer. She used to being a loudmouth bitch that nobody can tell her anything. And when people tell her something, she gets mad about it, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get a fax? Because I know a lot of them. I have some in my family. And you tell them something, and you being a little bit too loud for no reason. It could be about juice. Who drank the last orange juice? Bitch, I ain't drink the orange juice. That's how loud they get. Like, so aggressive with it. It's just juice. That's all we talking about. But let's go.
Be aggressive. You will not change this up. You will not create the narrative here that we've been seeing on the news. If he ran a stop sign, that's what you're saying, we will happily take the ticket. But I will not allow my son to stand here in front of you with his hand on your gun. That will not happen.
Well, he can't. He's not free to leave, so he's going to stand right there.
He's not leaving.
He's not leaving. He's sitting right here.
That you were
My son is not leaving. No, he's standing on our property line. We own this house.
And that's
He's
exactly
standing on our property line. You standing on our property line.
I want to point something out to you guys. Point something out.
With his hand on your gun. That will not happen.
Well, he can't. He's not free to leave, so he's going to stand right there.
He's not leaving.
He's not leaving. He's sitting right here.
Look at this man. He has not talked at all. He knew he was wrong for running that stop sign. He knew. That's why he pulled over to his mom's house. Look at this man's face. He looks very grown. He's 19 years old. He looks very grown. He's not a fucking kid, ladies and gentlemen. He knew right from wrong.
That you were
My son is not leaving. No, he's standing on our property line. We own this house.
And that's
he's
exactly
standing on our property line. You said you were in the stop sign, right?
That is correct.
Don't give him the ticket.
I will
and then
in
you
due
can
time.
leave.
I will in due time.
In due time. You guys should have called for back up and everything. Y'all share this video because my son will not be the next hashtag.
My son would not be the next hashtag, but you're telling people to share a video. Does that make sense? Evidently, you do want your son to be the next hashtag. Do black folks do not understand? That's why I get so upset and my wife is in the other room. She think I be tripping. But that's why I get so upset when black folks talk. Because they act like we don't understand English. By saying, I don't want my son to be the next hashtag, that means you would put your fucking phone up, you dumbass. That's what that means. If you don't want your son to be the next, hashtag to gun violence by cops, that means you will put your fucking phone up. See, black folks want to defund, some retarded black folks want to defund the some retarded black folks want to defund the cops, but then call the cops when shit happens. I don't get it, but alright.
Not gonna happen. If you're not gonna give him the ticket, we're not gonna stay out here.
I am absolutely going to give him a ticket.
Then go give him the
He
ticket.
is detained right now. You're free to leave.
No, I'm not leaving my son in your hands with your hand on your gun.
He's not free to leave. You are.
You are free to go give him a ticket. If he ran a stop sign, there's no point for this.
You're correct.
You
There's
have
no
his
point.
driver's license.
So, I'm going to get her mom another perm. She's right. You have his driver's license. You have no perm for this. There's no perm for all this. You have his license. You got everything in your hand. You can actually go run his name and do all that. I get it, Mom. She's absolutely right. But what you gone by, what are you doing, Mom? But what are you doing, Mom? You making it hard. And what you don't see, it is what a black mom and a white lady. You can get mad all you want when I say this, ladies who are in the building. But it's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. We all know it's a fact. You can get mad on the YouTube channel all you want. I don't give no fucks. Women should never be in a powerful position. I'm sorry. Y'all are very, very, very emotional. Very emotional. This is mom on a power trip being the mom. This is the officer being on a power trip being the officer. They both trying to battle each other. It's like a cat fight. It's like a cat fight. Because guess what happens? This.
Registration and insurance in your hand. You just looked at it. You're trying to question if he's on probation or parole because he's a black man?
Look at the black man, the dad or the boyfriend who's fucking the mom. He grabs his cell phone out and records. Why you need a cell phone out now, bro? Why? You wasn't recording in the beginning. You wasn't talking in the beginning. He should have stepped up as a man if he was this boy's father. That's why I can tell you he's not that boy's father. Because anybody who know a real dad, your dad would have stepped the fuck up and said something. Hold on. Hey, wife, go sit down. I got this. That's what a dad does. Go sit down. I got this. I got it. Bro, son, sit down on the ground. Relax. I got this. Hold on. You got my son's stuff in your hand. Why he need to sit down for? Why he need to stand here? That's what a dad would do. Respectfully. Not a mother. That's why I can tell he's not the dad. He's some nigga that she's fucking.
I ask everybody that question, man.
You can run his name and go give him his ticket.
I will.
But you're not. You're not. You said you fear for your safety, but yeah, you can go to the car and give him your ticket and this shouldn't take longer than 5 to 10 minutes. But you're not. My son will not be the next hashtag. It will not happen.
Free to leave on our property.
You're free to leave on our property because if you slip and fall on his property, guess who's liable? It's us liable. So you're not going to give him a ticket?
I'm waiting for my partner. As I
No, we're giving you reasonable enough time to identify him.
And what they don't understand is, because she called for her backup, that's what a cop supposed to do. It's like if you go to McDonald's, ladies and gentlemen, right? For the people who are in the chat, for the people who watch this on, I'm gonna let you understand why she didn't just go to her car. Because she called backup, her partner, she's obligated to stay on the scene until backup comes. If she wouldn't have called backup, she wouldn't have had to stay on the scene. He could have got a ticket and went inside and had fun or whatever, had the rest of his day to himself. But because she called backup, She had to. That's like going to McDonald's, ordering a number 1, your Big Mac. You say no pickles. They put pickles on your Big Mac, and then you call the manager. The manager is not going to say when he comes to the front, okay, Jimmy, you can go to the back now. I'm going to take care of this. He's not going to do that because she needs your side of the story. Because if he just had the side of the story of her, they didn't want no pickles, it could be he had a disrespectful attitude. Oh, I told him no pickles. He said he was going to put it on her anyway. That's what you can say because he's not there to defend himself. So she has to have backup so she can have somebody to defend herself if something goes wrong.
That is a reason.
Don't fold our paperwork. Please don't damage our paperwork. We're giving you a reasonable number of time to identify him. Look, y'all, she got his license right there. Got his license right there. And still got a hold on to her gun. Got his license right there, but she don't want to ask for to identify him. Today, she's calling for backup. She's calling for backup for whatever reason. Like, he literally got pulled over when we came outside. How long do you plan on just sitting here staring when you can go give him the ticket?
Had he stayed in his car and you not come out, we probably would have been done by now.
The officer said, have he would have stayed in his car like she asked him to do, like he was supposed to do, when she pulled him over, none of this would have never happened. It would have been done. And that's fucking facts. That's 2 points to the officer. Because if me, grown-ass man, cop pull me over, and I get out of my car after they told me to stay in the car, what happens, ladies and gentlemen? Your ass going to jail. You going to jail. Because you're not supposed to get out your car, you dumbass. But because he's raised by this dumb bitch, he's raised by her, she teaches him not to fucking follow instructions. That's why I blame black women. Because guess what? He's going to be the nigga that somebody, young girl, fucks with. Fucks over a good man for him. That's why I blame black women. Because she the one raising this nigga to be a dumbass. White folks, come on, you in the chat. You get out the car when the cops stop you, what's happening to you? You're getting arrested. You might get shot. You might get tased.
No, you probably wouldn't have done on the radio yelling at him.
She lied. She said, I heard you on the radio yelling at him to pull over. That lady was very calm. You yelling. She's not.
I heard you on the radio yelling and screaming at police we got outside. I heard you. My son will not be victim to you guys. I'm sorry, it will not happen ever on my watch. Ever.
She act like she can stop the bullets. When bullets start running, bitch, you ain't gonna do 2 or 3 things. You gonna run or you gonna hide. You can't stop the bullets. If that lady really wanted to shoot them, she could have pulled out her gun and shot him, her and him. What would you do? What can you do? That's why I'm not upset when black women get beat the fuck up. Because y'all talk a lot of shit. You talk a lot of shit. You talk a lot of shit to men. Like y'all can beat us. And you can't. But soon a man put his hands on you, he's wrong. But he didn't listen to you call him out his name all day. Called him a bitch. You're a little boy. That's why your dick's small. That's why you don't make enough money. Get a real job. All this shit. We gotta listen to all that shit. We gotta listen to all that shit when y'all man. The moment we call you a bitch, you called me a bitch? Oh, you called me out my name? So you didn't say what you just said to me earlier? Go fuck my mama? Fuck my mama? You didn't say that earlier? Women are, y'all are some psychos. You really are.
Sorry you feel that way.
Go get him in the ticket. Look, you got 5 cents. Go get him in the ticket. Don't go inside.
He is detained.
No, he is. If you're not identify him, give him the ticket. We're going to go inside.
You can go inside. He's detained. He cannot leave this premise.
I'm sorry. He's not leaving. This is all
You
ours.
cannot leave.
This is all of our property. He's not leaving.
You're Correct. He is not leaving.
No, he's at home. He's not leaving. You are the one that's gonna leave. You block the traffic. You park right in the middle of the intersection.
It's actually not intersection, it's a street.
So you want to be a smart ass.
No, you heard what the mom said? She said you block traffic. And when the white lady, the officer correct her and said it's not actually a street, it's a sidewalk. Now you're going to be a smart ass? You was trying to be a smart ass, you dummy. But now you feel stupid because she corrected you. So I got a black son next to the white officer who got a gun, her hand on her gun. See how we, as black folks, we try to make everything? She just said, I'm not going to let you change the narrative. But black folks try to change the narrative. You see that?
We ain't outgrown California in front of our own house. This is our house. She said she's not leaving. He is detained. She thinks he on probation or parole because he's a black man. Once you Google who he is.
Because for your information, we're not all on probation or parole.
Right.
Never been on.
We're not going inside. So are you going to give the ticket? How long have you been out now? 10 minutes? Because that's just she said he ran the stop sign, but she kept on questioning if he's on probation or parole. He said no. She refuses to run his information to give him the ticket. So now she's standing here and she don't call for backup. You see, this is what I tell you about white people. Don't trust her.
Wow. As a white person, you should feel I know how you feel. Wow. I have to take all the parts away now from my mom. The mom was very right in the beginning. She was very right. Now I have to take all the parts away from mom. She said to her grown-ass son, who knew, it's not like he a kid, it's not like he a dummy. He knew he ran the stop sign. He knew it. That's why he got his ass to the side of the street. Because his mama's going to save him. He knew. She said, that's why I tell you about white folks. Don't trust them. What? The same white man who probably helped you buy that house? The government? The same white man who helped you buy those cars? The government? The same white man who's going to employ your son one day? The same white man who you probably go to work for? Those white people? Don't trust them? But it's okay for you to get a handout? I bet you wasn't saying that when you got the corona checks, didn't you? I bet you wasn't saying that then. Don't trust those white folks. What?
And it's a damn shame that we can't trust the police. That's what started calling. She's probably scared. Don't leave. She'll be all right. She'll come out the door in a minute. I ain't never seen nothing like this, and I feel so stupid because I'm always the one. She ain't gonna take her eyeglasses off. She's scared to take her hand off her gun. No, he look like he on probation or parole because he a fucking black man. And my husband is recording it. We all out here, not on our watch. Sorry, y'all. My baby in the house because she's scared.
How kind of unfit mother can you be? Your daughters keep calling you, and you keep ignoring the call because you want to record this. But he's recording. You could easily let that man go inside and check on your daughter. Or you can easily walk your ass inside and go check on your daughter. That's why I say it's not about the son. It's about her. She wants the attention. She wants the views. So it could go viral. And I could be talking about it. And other people could be talking about it. That's why she wants it to happen.
Brookie, stop calling me. They think they gonna kill my baby? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Over an alleged.
Oh, right. Over a legend ran a stop sign right there and she pulled him over. And he was pulling
She
in the
never
driver.
pulled her gun. She never even said anything about using her gun. Nothing. Pepper spray, handcuffing him. She just said, I need to talk to him.
What? No, because you're not racist. That's why, Rochelle. That's why. You don't think that they all think like that. Because you're not racist. So it's a difference. But just to update you guys, this officer is holding us up. We in front of our house right here, in front of our house, pulled over my black son, yelling, are you on probation or parole? He ran a stop sign, but yet she is refusing to give him a ticket, but he is detained, and she's just standing there. And that's what's going on right now. Now she done called for backup. That's what's going on right now. She don't know who she messing with. And then have the nerve to have on a Blue Lives Matter mask. Have the nerve to have on a Blue Lives Matter mask. Y'all please watch this because she is refusing to give my son a ticket and has her hand on her gun. Give him a ticket. My son would not be another one of y'all hashtags. Y'all been in the bed all day with icy hot, Flexeril, Motrin. My back went out on me, and now I'm dealing with this.
What I said, trying to get sympathy from people. I've been in the bed all day with icy hot and ice and soaking my back. My back went out on me. Now I gotta come outside to my son being harassed by the white guy, by the white lady.
She said 31350. We gon' Google that. Thank you for recording. It's our neighbor on the corner.
Who's your kid?
He ran. She said, I'm thankful he was by the house too. Luckily, he come up here 2 times a day to eat. Gosh, I'm in so much pain.
He don't even stay there. By right, she can put him in a car now. He doesn't even stay there. He's 19. He don't have a right to the house anymore. By law.
My question is, why is she keep on leaking?
She's waiting. She's waiting for you to make the wrong move. He's just standing here, and I'm standing in front of him. His hands are by his side. To us. Why hasn't she wrote the ticket so we can move on? She has car registration, insurance, and driver's license.
I have no idea what they have on.
Okay. You don't have permission for the car. My son was driving. No, he's gonna stay right here. Yes, he was driving, but
So another fucking female comes out. Where are the men? Where are the men cops?
the problem is she pulled him over. I told him immediately. I heard her on the loudspeaker, so we came out the garage. I told him immediately, take out your driver's license, get your registration and insurance. He has never had a police interaction before. Doesn't know, just hang up with them because they're not going to help. She was already being sarcastic. So I told him to get it out, hand it to her. She comes out with her hand on her gun. I said, come stand by me. My son would not be another hashtag. I said, okay, she said he was ran a stop sign. I said, give him the ticket. She just stood there. And then her hand was on her gun. Just constantly on her gun. Her finger was itching like this. And I'm like, give him the ticket and we'll take care of it in court. Not a big deal, right? We've been standing on here for at least 10, 20 minutes. I said, we've been living in Elk Grove forever. We have never had this type of police interaction before. She called for backup. My first name is irrelevant.
Well, I just want to talk to you like a person.
You can call me Miss.
So, you understand this is not like an ordinary interaction, right? So
How is it not ordinary? She pulled him over, write the ticket. She was asking if he was on probation or parole. He said no. She said, are you sure? I need to know if you're on probation or parole. He said no. She said, well, if you're on probation or parole, you have to talk to me. He said no again. So what's not ordinary about
no.
that a black
He didn't
man
say
is
no.
not on probation or parole? No, hold on. I'm not screaming. I'm talking.
you're worked up, right?
What? Hold on. You're not gonna patronize me, Officer Robinson, badge number 195.
You're gonna call his name out, but he asked you for your first name, and you said my name is irrelevant. So that means his name is irrelevant too, you black bitch. You see how black folks are, especially black women. You just said your name was irrelevant. My name is irrelevant. You don't need my name. Call me Miss. But you're gonna read his name and say Robert. His name would be irrelevant too, you dumbass. Boy.
They provide their driver's license, registration, insurance. The officer goes back, figures out, make sure you're not American law.
She didn't do that. Okay. So he did that, but she didn't do that. No, I'm not yelling.
You are.
Because that's the point. But this is our course of action. She can't make us leave our house. No, you're right. Nobody's asking you to leave. But when people start... She can't make us leave him here by himself. He don't know how to deal with it. How old is he?
He's 19 years old in a senior at Sac State in a double major and a master's student right now. And
He's 19 years old. So if he was not in front of his house and he was stopped by her logic, he don't know how to handle this. If he was stopped by the cops going home without being in front of his mom, ladies and gentlemen, how would he handle this situation? Tell me. He's going to run and leave and go home so he can handle the situation? So basically about what you're saying, black bitch, you're going to make your son be able to do this all the time. Shout out to Bookie in the building. What up, baby? You, by your logic, black woman, black bitch, you're gonna make your son feel like he has to do this all the time because he don't know how to handle the cops. So by your logic, if he was stopped on the corner of some other street, not in front of your house, he would have had to leave that corner to go to where you were. That's what you're saying? Shout out to Miami in the building. Hey. Shout out to you guys making your way in the building. Let's go ahead and go.
19 years old. That's what he is. He is my black son. Look, y'all, another cop. And look, another one. No, she said immediately that she feared for her life. We're been asking her. We've been recording the whole time. Go write the traffic ticket. We will handle this in court. We will take care of this. She didn't even write his name, accusing him of being on probation or parole. He stepped out of the car when she was back there. She's the only one with the gun, ma'am.
But that's what you're not understanding, you black dummy. When he gets stopped, anybody that gets stopped, I want everybody to understand this on my YouTube channel. I want everybody to understand this on fucking Facebook and BIGO. When you get stopped by a cop, you have to sit in your car. For my black folks who are afraid of the cops, I get it. Our parents then taught us to be afraid of the cops. I get it. I was one of those kids. I get it. I'm an adult now. I understand. I get it. We get a lot of black males mainly black males who get stopped by cops who die with no gun on them. I get it. I get it. I get it. First of all, it is Corona season. Secondly, he have no mask on. Thirdly, you get stopped by the officer. You have to stay in your car until they come. He was driving on this side. Cars were coming from this side. He's on this side. He pulls over, goes to this side. I'm sorry. He pulls over, not do a U-turn. He pulls over from this side, go directly into this side. Go cross traffic to make sure he's in front of his mom's house. Because he got stopped by the cops. Then you get your punk ass out the car and stand in front of your mama. And make your mama be your shield. You ain't talking for yourself. You talking a couple of words, but you ain't saying nothing. You knew you were wrong for fucking running a stop sign. You knew you were wrong. So like I said, black folks, that's why it's a fucking problem. Because you could have got out the car and ran and got a gun. You could have ran in the house and got something. She don't know what's in there. She don't know what y'all got in that house. She has to protect herself. I'm on both sides. Your mom was right when she said you could have just actually ran his name. But because you acting like a bitch, I'ma act like a bitch is what she's saying. Because you didn't have to do that, sweetheart. You could have stayed in the car. But black women want a confrontation. They want something to happen. They want something to happen. She's not even listening to these people talking nice to her.
But it's only elevated because she refused to give him the ticket, y'all. Now he's in there writing the ticket. All her neighbors were out here videotaping her because they all seen her hand on her gun.
You're lying. None of your neighbors was there. Hey, what up, Bookie? None of your neighbors was there but one person. You're lying. She lied on this shit so many times. So many.
I'm in my pajamas. He in his pajamas. We are no threat to her. She's the only one with weapons.
I just saw a lot of people with pajamas pull out weapons, bitch. That is false. Because you in pajamas, you don't got nothing. That means you don't got nothing in your car right here. Get the fuck out of here.
Then she should have stayed in her car. She the only one with the gun. All we asked.
He should have stayed in his car, you dummy. You cannot tell a cop to stay in his car. So how the fuck would she get his ID, you dumbass? That's why I get so upset when black women talk, bruh. If you don't, do you not listen to yourselves? Do black folks not listen to themselves? You said the white lady officer should have stayed in her car, but your son bitch ass didn't stay in his car. You gonna excuse that your son got out the car, right? We ain't talking about that. No, it's okay for him to get out the car, but he the one that did a crime. Running a stop sign is a crime. What if he would have hit a child, you dumbass? What if he would have, because fearful from the cops, because the mama put that in his brain from a kid, that you got it, because you heard what she said. That's why I told you white folks don't trust white folks. White cops are all not white folks, bitch. My uncle's a cop and he's black. My mother was a cop, she was black, you dumbass bitch. All white folks are not cops, you dumbass bitch. You're the one that's being racist, you dumbass bitch. Because the cop got out the car, it's a problem. But it's not a problem, you dumbass bitch, because your son got out the car. That's why I get upset on my videos. That's why I call you out y'all name. Because you're not telling the truth. Even when y'all get caught cheating, you always an excuse for it. I didn't have a dad in my life. I got raped as a child. I don't know what love is. When men cheat, we gotta take that shit. We gotta own it. Ain't no excuses for us. Even if we want an excuse. I wanted to try new pussy. I wanted to see what pussy tastes like. I wanted to see what new pussy feels like. We don't have those excuses. And even if we did, you won't accept them. You wouldn't accept it. But we gotta accept y'all excuses. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Asked for was the ticket.
She said,
No.
she told us to go in the house.
And we said we on our property line right here. And literally, if you guys were to fall on this sidewalk, you guys could sue us. But it's unusual for somebody to keep their hand on their gun for a stop. All we're asking for is the ticket. That's all we want. But we don't know anything about you. She got tattoos covered up and she pulled over my black son.
Wait, she got tattoos covered up and she pulled. So what does her tattoos do? Bruh, I swear to God, this shit is getting dumber and dumber by the minute. What does her tattoos have anything to do with her pulling over your son, you dumbass? What do it have to do with it? She's an officer of the law. Her job is to pull people over, you dumbass. Do you not understand that? Did this bitch not go to school? Did she not go to school? Do you not understand what the law is? Look it up, you dumb bitch. The law means if you get pulled over by the cop, you gotta stay in your fucking car. This lady could be a stripper for all she know when she get off of work. Who the fuck cares? But when she's on the job and she's wearing that badge, she's an officer of the law. Maybe if black folks stop trying to be afraid of white folks and go out there and change the laws, you wouldn't feel fucking afraid when the cop pull you over, you dumb bitch. Maybe if black folks stop going out there marching, Black Lives Matters, and go out there and go vote to get these fucking laws changed, you black bitch, your son wouldn't feel scared and afraid when the cops stop him. You dummy.
No. Become hashtags. Not this one. I invested too much. All we want is the ticket.
I invested too much.
She's on probation or parole.
I invested
That's what she
too
kept
much.
on.
I invested. What happened to the dad? The dad's not in his life, so the dad don't do anything. I invested too much.
Same.
Like I tell y'all, in the black community, I get it. Black men, we as black boys, we gotta get our mama out of the hood. We gotta get our mama from being struggling. If you make it some fucking type of wealth, if you make it famous. And that's all cool. I'm good with that. But I had a white friend, man, high school. My white friend, he was very gifted in art. When he became an artist and became famous and got out there and graduated and got his own studio, my friend, dad and mama, he didn't have to get them out of the hood. For one thing, they wasn't staying in the hood. They already had a house that they owned. Secondly, they didn't have to ask their son for nothing. They already had money. My friend didn't have to do that. Like black people, children, when they grow up, the first thing they have to do is buy their mama a house. The first thing they got to do is buy their mama a car. The first thing they got to do is move their mama out the hood. The mama be all on stage with him when he getting drafted. You see it? Mama all up at the fucking podium with him. He can't even have his own moment for himself because he gotta grab mommy. Mommy put me through a lot. Mommy sacrificed a lot for me. You never hear that about dads. You never hear, hey, my dad is the one that taught me how to play football. My dad was the one out there throwing the ball at me. My dad was out there dribbling the ball with me. You never hear a fucking black athlete say that about their dad. Never. And the only person that did say it, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan said if it wasn't for my daddy dribbling the ball with me, I wouldn't be who I am today. People didn't like that when he didn't give his mama credit. You can go watch the interview when he got drafted. His retirement speech, he gave his daddy credit. They didn't even like that. They fucking, matter of fact, ESPN made him hurry up in his speech because he started talking about his dad. Go look it up. But when he was talking about his mama, he had every time in the world when he was talking about his mama. But guess what his mama did? Jordan. She sold his high school basketball uniform to take care of some shit she wanted to take care of. That's what his mama did. His mother, sold his high school basketball uniform to pay off her debt. After he had just gave his mama millions of dollars that she blew. His dad was taken from him by one of his teammates. His teammates robbed his dad, killed his dad, murdered him. His dad was robbed from him. So he gave his daddy credit when he retired. But they took this shit off TV. Go back and look at it. When he started talking about his dad. Men don't give respect, man. It ain't the fucking mama that's showing him how to play basketball. It ain't the mama out there playing football with him. It's the daddy. But we don't give respect because the world don't give a fuck about men. The world say fuck us, but they all need us. Y'all want us to do everything y'all want us to do. As long as we fucking you good, giving you money for your hair and your weave and your fucking bags and your nails, we good. Stay out of our way. That's what y'all want. Y'all want a man y'all can control. You don't want a real fucking man who's a fucking man that you can't control. You want somebody that you can control. And that's what that little dude is. I feel so
Just
bad.
because he's black, he's not on probation or parole. It's nothing to explain. All we want is the ticket so I can take my son in the safety of our house. The officer told her to stand by and watch her.
The officer didn't say none of that. The officer said, okay, you stay here while I go write this ticket. That's not saying watch you. Y'all cannot leave. You are in an interaction with the officer, you dumbass.
It's crazy. I have never enjoyed this with Elk Road PD ever in my life.
How do we know that? We don't know that.
I know she's in the wrong. Are you the supervisor? You the sergeant? Right. Nothing makes sense because I just had so many viewers on Facebook and they watch the whole interaction. And so they know none of that makes sense. Will not be a hack.
Right here, not admitting guilt, stating that you have to get taken care of by 12/14 of.
Y'all took all these officers over here just to get a ticket. Go in the house that way.
I gotta get him a ticket.
I'll take it.
You have to give it to him.
Tobias, take the citation.
You see he snatched the ticket from the lady? He snatched the ticket from the lady.
If you could please dismiss yourself from my property, Officer Johnson, walk in that way and walk in the house and check on your sister.
So this all went down. I lived in stop sign.
I'm trying to hear what they're saying.
Stop sign violation. He pulled to the right ITA for it. Or pulled to the left ITA for it. He pulled to the right. He refused to, and then he hopped out of the car when these two came out. So I was basically like, I'm over number.
So who's the driver?
He just stepped aside. He signed the citation.
Okay. Alright.
So basically, I stood here because they refused.
So you see how she's trying to cover herself right now, y'all? I'm sorry the light went dead earlier.
It's all you.
Okay. So, what you guys,
So the problem is that behavior of your officer. Officer Johnson, badge number 297.
He has his hand on his fucking belt too. Why she ain't saying that now? You got your hand on your weapon. She had her hand the same way he has his hand. He has to, you dumbass. Anybody can run up there and try to grab his gun.
Bravo, badge number 147, you guys. When my son was pulled over, I told him to get his driver's license, registration, and insurance. He has never been pulled over before, never had an interaction with the officer. He got out the car and asked me, was this it? She was still with her flashing lights because we didn't know if it was him being pulled over, but I was like, I think that's him. So that is you. So
she lied.
She started yelling, are you on probation or parole? Get back in the car. And I'm like, whoa. She's coming over aggressively with her hand on her gun. I put my son behind me. And I said, what is he getting pulled over before? He has to answer my question. Asked it 3 more times, is he on probation or parole? He said no. We all said no. Why would you think he's on probation or parole? At this time, she has his ID, his registration, and his insurance, and she stood right there with this officer, and she was actually acting like a servant of the community. Well, this officer was, and she had a staring contest for about 10 to 15 minutes. And we said, well, if he ran the stop sign, give him the ticket. We'll take care of this in court. She refused to give us the ticket. She said her life is being threatened right now. And she tried to use the different type of verbiage that you guys use in the police reports to add extra charges, saying that I'm verbally attacking her. Not once did I say anything offensive. The only thing that I ever demanded for was for her to give him the speeding ticket and for her to get her hand off her gun because she's the only one out here with a weapon. And yet, she is still the only one out here with a weapon. For a traffic violation, I've been in this city for a long time. I have never seen this many cars come. I have never seen one of your officers act in this type of demeanor that she has acted in. And then she was being aggressive with my son, and then she refused to give him the ticket. And that's all we asked for. She said he's being detained. I said, you have about 5 more minutes. Look at the air quality out here. It's hot. I'm sick. I shouldn't even be outside. And she's making a standoff over a stop sign because she thinks he's on parole or probation. And she refused, as one of the officers says, the protocol is for her to run the information. She didn't even call in his name. She called for backup. She could have seen that my son is an honor student, 19 years old at Sacramento State in a math.
How the fuck, false, how the fuck can you tell by looking at him that he's an honor student, you dumbass? I don't know what he does. You know how many honor students sell drugs at school? You know how many honor students fuck hoes on campus, give hoes the clap? You know how many honor students got babies?
This program. And that's what I was upset about. She should have just gave it to me. What if I wasn't here? She's aggressive. She's trigger happy. She's ready in court. That's what we told her. We were doing that in court. But you would not take her over.
He's over there.
That was it, man. It was more after that, but I don't know what happened after that. It was it. That shit was extremely crazy. And I tell you guys, this is why I tell you guys, the black folks in the community, we have a problem. Black folks have a problem with authority. Black folks have a problem with authority. We don't like it. From a kid, we have been told that we're not supposed to respect people that have authority over us, and that's what these kids do. They act like they fucking mama. He snatched the ticket out of the lady's hand. He knew he was wrong. She knew he was wrong, and the bitch ass stepdad knew he was wrong as well. But they didn't give a fuck. This is why I say I blame black women and I blame the black mothers. Because the men that you are dating, the men that you grow up dating, is the reason why. These are the reason why you date men who have fucked up attitudes. They are the reason why you date men who have fucked up attitudes and fucked up demeanors and treat you very bad. Because the black mother who raising him didn't give him enough guidance to respect black women. So he don't feel like he should respect black women because they don't respect him. He saw his mama be this way. probably why his dad not in his life. It is a problem that needs to be solved, but nobody wants to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. We want to put a Band-Aid on it. We want to say it's okay, but it's not okay. Not at all. In this state, she was wrong. You should have not got out your car. He should have not got out his car when a cop pulled up. And maybe if we would stop getting out of our car and stop talking the way our mamas taught us to talk, a lot of black men would go home and not wind up dead. I know I screamed a lot. I know I was very emotional. But I'm getting tired of black people around the world using this narrative that all white folks kill each other. All cops kill us. All cops kill us. That's false, bitch. It's very false. Thank you guys for watching the show. I am Listen Doctor Radio. I appreciate you guys for coming, man. You guys know where to find me. I'm going to do some more stuff later on, but I got to get ready. Let's go ahead and get this last commercial break out before I go. I'm not even going to play the commercial. I'm going to play a song, man. This is going to be the last song I want to play. And, I can't play it. Shit. I'm going to get a copyright frame. But yeah, that's what I wanted to let you guys see, man. That shit was very, very hard and very, very fucked up. But we got to do better, man, as people. We got to do a lot better because the way we head and the way we going down the hill, man, it's going to be very bad if we continue to keep going down this hill that we going down. Black folks, we got to understand that all white folks are not out to get us. All white folks are not the devil. They're not the boogeyman. They're not in our bed, in our closet, trying to harm us. We need to start being able to work with these people and understand that these people have a job to do. When you get stopped by the cops, I'm telling every one of you guys, if you get stopped by the cops, stay in your motherfucking car. Do not get out. Stay in your car. Talk to these people with respect. Let them do their job. Let them go by their business. Because if not, you're going to wind up put in these situations. Thank you guys for coming. I am Listen Doctor Radio, and I see you guys when I see y'all. Everybody have a good, blessed day, man. I'm going to chill out, get ready for these fucking PKs. For these multi-socials. I love you guys. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'm out.